Where you get that name from? Bunwarrie.
Oh yeah, India. It's an Indian last name.
Oh, I mean culture. If you have an Indian last name, you can't claim African over Indian.
But me claim African ancestry because my mother is from the African
And your father is
and my father the Indian side.
father is Indian.
Yeah, but
so
but
when
I
you
mostly
grew up,
prefer
where you eat more, curry or cocoa?
curry.
Curry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Claim more
and then
of
you're
African.
supposed to also love cricket. You love cricket?
No.
No, you can't be. You
I'm kind of enjoying most a little bit of football.
a little bit of football.
Yeah, Arsenal are my favorite team.
No, don't come back with this thing. Arsenal cannot be a favorite football team.
No, like,
I never hear you talk about Arsenal yet.
No, but you're not for hear me speak about it for
No, but I never hear you talk. All of a sudden, Arsenal win.
No, I'm serious. I'm
Listen,
serious.
you know
Arsenal.
some people for years. Them don't know, them never say Arsenal. All of a sudden, everybody,
No.
oh Arsenal. When?
No, I've always have Arsenal.
What is
like,
always? Since last week Wednesday?
No, as in no. To be honest, like I would say more recently, but mostly like
Recently, like last week Wednesday. And by the way, shout out to all the Arsenal fans, right? Them take me to pieces on social media last week. I did not say I don't want Arsenal to win. All I simply was saying is that, is it time now? Because you guys have flirted with the cup for so many years, and when it is this close. Welcome to another episode of the C21 Jamaica podcast. Special guest. You're a special guest, right?
Yes, we.
So why not? Well, almost a special guest. You look so shocked, like I said, me?
Yeah,
Special guest.
Yeah.
Kimani. Bunwarrie.
Yes, Bunwarrie, that's right.
And you said Bunwarrie is a what? What kind of name?
It's an Indian ancestry, coming from the Indian ancestry.
But you claim.
But I claim African over Indian, so yeah.
So you prefer to have an African last name?
Yeah, African. I really love Africa, especially South Africa.
Oh, you love the more built up Africa.
Yeah, well,
Why you never call out some other parts?
Well, a lot of people consider Africa as uncivilized, but I mean due to slavery. But it's just my.
But South Africa is a built up.
Yeah, it is. But
most
overall, I just love it. I mean, everything comes from Africa. I mean, if it wasn't for Africa, the first world countries wouldn't even be.
That's true.
Where they are. So
that's true. A lot of Western civilization actually comes from Eastern roots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And fun fact, South Africa is renowned for apartheid.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, which is terrible time in history. But we'll not get to that. We want to introduce you, right, Kimani Bunwarrie, right, one of our very own agents at C21 Jamaica, Central 21 Jamaica. Kimani, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Very blessed to be here.
Very blessed.
Yes.
Very blessed. Hey, when the episode them start off with blessed, you know, everybody, you know, say it's gonna be a special episode, you know. Anytime you hear them come on themselves, I'm blessed to be here.
Yes.
That means that them
I'm
blessed
and highly favored to be here.
So that means that we blessed too.
Yes, you are blessed. Everyone is blessed. The audience is blessed. Everybody blessed.
Everybody blessed.
Everybody.
The producer, you get that? Pass, get that? We're all blessed. So Kimani, we're here with you today because we want to talk about your. I think you have an interesting story.
Yeah.
First of all, tell us how old you are.
So I am 19 years old, and I grew up in Denchapin, Spanish Town, which is.
You see how far I'm gone? Just ask him to tell me how old him gone. How old him is. Him gone into where him grew up and all that. No, we soon get to all of that.
Okay.
But we just want to know 19-year-old.
Yeah, 19 years old.
And you're an active real estate agent.
Yeah, that's right.
Affiliated with Central 21. Before we get to the real estate part, give us more about your background. Because your thing is unique, you know. Normally we don't find persons this young who are actually attached to a brokerage already.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to create the story. So I could start from the beginning. Give me a little briefing as to where you grew up and some of the role models along the way.
So as I said, I grew up in Denchapin, Spanish Town. That's, a really bad era to some persons. Of course, I grew up with a lot of persons, come from a multi-family background. And my mother is a huge inspiration to me. She left the ghetto to start a life of her own and moved on to the scheme era, started her own business and so forth. And, from we moved on and so forth, we made a life for ourselves. She supported me throughout every aspects of my life, from primary school, coming down to high school, starting university. She has played a huge inspiration in my life. She supports me in everything. and she's one of the reasons why I actually do real estate, and she paid for the course, and yeah, I would have been here without her. So shout out to Kimon Chambers.
All right, so big up mommy.
Yeah,
Big
big
up
up
mommy.
her all day.
Right? And daddy never played no part.
No, he did. He did.
That is funny.
He did. Yeah, but you know, our mothers are just extremely just supportive. That supportive play, and the father is the disciplinarian. So
So daddy just beat.
no, he supports as well. But I would say the mother is just, you know, more so much into her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the mommies, by the way, right?
Yeah, and
'Cause
shout out to
I
the
don't
fathers.
want, I
No
don't want,
disrespect
please,
to them.
nobody,
Yeah.
don't come at me saying that I don't love the mommies. I love
Yeah.
the mommies, right? Kimani mommy is another one added to the list of mommies that I love. So that's very good. So you say she moved from the ghetto
Yeah.
to a scheme area, so a better area. She started her own business. And when you watch her growth, it was an inspiration to you.
Yeah, it was an inspiration. She went through a lot in times where other persons will not be there for me. She's been there financially, emotionally, spiritually. She's always praying for me. And she has been through so much, and I really appreciate her for that.
Yeah. All right, that's good. I can see the passion coming through when I speak about her. High school. So what high school you went to?
I attended Jonathan Grant High School.
That's a real
Yeah, one of the top schools.
top school.
Yeah, one of the top schools in St. Catherine.
So it's like you think it's like a Jamaica college?
Yeah, yes.
All right, let's just backtrack a little. Let's just kind of slow the roll a little, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to speak about JC right now. We're talking about Jonathan Grant.
Yeah,
right? Which is
Jonathan
what
Grant High
JG,
School. Yeah, JG, the Roaring Tigers.
the Roaring Tigers.
Yeah, the Roaring Tigers.
All right, but yeah, good school. So you went to Jonathan Grant.
Yeah, I did.
So in terms of like exiting the school, you were would you consider yourself like a bright youth?
Yes,
So
confidently.
Confidently?
Yeah, I was.
All the CXC passes.
And the CXC passes was straight ones and twos, and I actually got a platinum award for CXC from my principal, who was O'Neill Uncle, who is another person that pushed me through high school. So yeah, it was actually good. And in grade 13, for the first term, I got the top boy for that term in grade 13. So
That's impressive. It's hard to get ones and twos in CXC. I should know. My CXC report card looked like a forest. It's like a bunch of trees.
yeah. In terms of trees, though, it's not really that bad because
No, it's terrible.
It's
terrible.
growing. Remember, say
Imagine you go somewhere for 5 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
You
but
I should have been able to get ones and twos.
yeah, but
only.
remember, you know, trees grow, and with those trees, you can grow as a person. So it's not where, you know, you start from, but it's where you're going. So
I grew.
yeah, and you grow now because
Not just in
look at
size,
you.
but also in
Yeah, but also financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in every aspect. So yeah.
good. I'm just trying to match it out. So, how is it that you ended up choosing real estate as the career path to pursue? Because most people, before it, because most people know them think about engineering, them think about doctor, some econ, some other things. But you were like, no, real estate. What was the driving force behind that decision?
Well, the real estate market is a very competitive market. It's very huge. A lot of persons, you know, push towards making that income, and it's a very demanding area as well. For me, it mostly started through, you know, this law aspect of it, because I'm into law. Law is what I study, and it intertwines with that.
So you're studying law right now?
That's right.
Okay, so you're a certified real estate agent, but you're also pursuing a law degree as you speak.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Cool.
And also, in addition
Real bright.
to that, yeah. So in addition to that, of course, it's where there is high generating income in terms of not only the agents but also for developers. Cause in real estate, I'm looking forward to move into development as well. developing schemes as well for the low income earners and all of that. Looking into real estate and looking at those challenges that low income earners face and the high market and high pricing for properties, I'll play a huge part in that, as well as generating more income for myself and others in the market.
So was that the politically correct answer or the real answer? Come I feel like the real answer underneath it was like, my sister, I can make a whole heap of money in a real
And
estate.
that's true, yes.
So why never say that?
Because I mean,
You have to be politically correct.
yeah.
But I also like the fact that you're bringing out about you one day making some kind of change or making it easy of sorts for low income earners to purchase real estate. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, and I commend you on that, and keep that goal as you continue your real estate background. So alright, so you establish all of this. So how it is then in terms of you pursuing your dream of real estate? What influenced you then to say, alright, I'm going to join C21 as the brokerage?
Well, if I'll be completely honest, C21 is a household name. And before coming here, that was the only thing on my mind. And actually, when I did the interview, came for the interview, I had no other interviews. I didn't research any other brokerages. Like C21 was always there. I felt something for C21 that I didn't feel for others, and I researched about C21. I learned a lot. I learned about more opportunities, more training, and I realized that based on stories that I hear from other agents who have watched on social media, C21 isn't just about giving basic services. It's about delivering the best at all times to our clients, and not to bring down other brokerages, but
we would never do that.
Yeah, but I don't think I see in C21, I don't see what we do in other brokerages, and I think that's what makes us stand out.
Good stuff. So what are some of the adversities though that you have faced on your real estate journey? Because coming up to this part, I'm sure it wasn't a smooth runnings. Tell me some of the adversities that you face, and then tell me how it is that you overcome some of these adversities.
All right, so most of the adversities, of course, one of them, being so young in the industry, a lot of persons don't really take it serious.
Tell me more about that. I'm interested to learn about that, because I think that is true. I think you make a good point.
Yeah.
So give me more about that. Tell me more.
So being so young in the industry, of course, there is a lot of older people. There's a lot of older folks in this industry. A lot of them, they have the experience. They have been in the game for 15 plus years, and they would know more than you. But because I'm a young person coming up, they would say, oh, I don't think you can manage to pull off a sale. You can't handle clients. I remember I had a viewing one time. I remember one of the agents, he said that I look like a kindergarten. So, I mean, hearing stuff like those, it really gets, it is really degrading, and it let you just feel like you can't really continue. Sometimes I have my days that I just feel like I can't, go on anymore. But that's why it is important as well to have persons in your door corner to say to you. Yeah, like my mother, she always been there for me. A lot of times I can't even continue. I complain about some of these clients as well, and not only that, but having a relationship with God as well. That is another key factor for me that pushes me to go on, because sometimes when I have the viewings, I would have like 5 viewings throughout the whole entire week. They're not successful because, especially with the degrading words that you would face from persons, especially on social media.
So hold on. So when you say degrading words on purpose, because you say fellow realtors look at you and say, boy, you look like you should be in kindergarten. But what you just said a while ago, so when you go to meet clients also have negative words to say to you as well?
Well, I can't really think for them, because some of them wouldn't really, say something like that to that. But some of them are very supportive, because last week I had a viewing with a client, and I would say I'm not going to mention his name, but he's one of the best clients that I've had. I know he was saying to me, oh, it's good to see youths doing something like this in such a huge market. And he supports me, and he says that, I'm gonna buy a property from you to support you. So it was because of having got him a corner one, and being able to, of course, as what I mentioned, Century 21, deliver the best service. So even though I'm young, I try my very best to deliver exceptional service to my clients, and I did that. And him and his wife, after the viewing, they said, we appreciate what you do, and they actually took me out for lunch, and yeah, it was a good thing. It let me feel like I'm doing something good, not only for myself and for the brokerage, but but also something for the youths that want to get into real estate.
That is good, and that's inspiration for real, because again, sometimes I feel like persons, for whatever reason, and one of the reasons usually is the youth factor. Persons is as if they don't take it serious until you reach a certain age, or until you have amassed a certain level of experience. So I can just imagine what you go through, and this is testament to your character, right? That you stick to the course. I like the fact that you say some days you feel like you just can't bother. But then you remember mommy, you remember your spirituality.
Yeah, in God and all of that. And not only that, but I don't really believe in having friends like that, because I categorize people. I mean, when it's time for business, it's time for business. When it's time for friend, it's time for friend. It's time for work, it's work. When it's time for God, it's time for God. So I categorize all of that, and I categorize it in a way that, I have associates, and I have acquaintances, and I have friends. And for right now, I only have two friends, which I would mention, which is Brianna Hudson and Kishnan Bennett. Those are two persons coming up from universities that,
you consider real friends.
They are positive.
What about Kemar Dunn, who thinks him a real friend and he never just called out him name a while ago?
Well, I mean, as I said, it's just having those persons who would have the same drive as you. And not only that, but persons who can tell you the truth, even when you're wrong. And that is what I look for in somebody. Apart from the business sense and the etiquette and all of that, I'm looking for persons who can not only can tell me that, giving me motivation to go on when I'm facing trials and tribulation and all of that, but I'm for people who, when I'm wrong, they can tell it to my face that I'm wrong.
All right, well, Kemar Dunn.
Kishnan Bennett, Brianna Hudson.
Right, but you never call Kemar Dunn, so I'm just saying, you were there thinking, it's only two people, not three. So that's very good though. Give me an idea though. So tell me, how long have you been actively practicing real estate?
Well, I completed training in January, so now it's gonna be 6 months in June.
Yeah, 6 months since you're actively practicing.
Yeah, actively.
All right. Have you listed any property? Have you sold any property? Give me an idea of your real estate activity within that 6 months.
Well, for the past 6 months, I haven't listed any properties as yet, but I have went to open houses, and I have had a successful offer of a property of 31.9 million, which is of course thanks to two of our agents, which I've mentioned, which I'm grateful for, which is Jillian and Richard. When I went to the open house, they were very communicative towards me. They showed me around, tell me what to do as an agent and what not to do, and they helped me to get that first sale. It's still under contract, and
once it reach contract, it's serious, enough.
Yes, it's serious, and they helped me to get that $31.9 million deal. So we're just waiting on the sale to go through the lawyers and to the bank to send over the loan, and again, that is another thing that stands out in Century 21, which is teamwork. Because as a brokerage, we have to work as a team, and we have to support each other. And sometimes, when we feel down, I can able to call a few of the agents and say, hey, I'm going through such and such with a client. And they'll be able to give you some motivational talk and so forth. Because even the other day, in terms of a second challenge that I have, which is dealing with complicated clients and complicated agents, I had this
people who love get trouble. You cannot say it. People who love get trouble for no apparent reason. It's just hard to deal with. Yeah. So tell me what.
Yes. So I scheduled a day with a client, and I said to the client that these days the available date for us to do the viewing. And the client, they said yes, we'll do it today. And we called, we spoke on the phone for like 3 past days, and kept reminding them, because as an agent, a good agent will always remind and keep up to date with their client. And I tell them about the viewing and so forth. And I remember the day came and I reminded them again hours before the viewing, and they said yes, I'm gonna be there and so forth. And I went to the viewing, me and the agent, the listing agent, we sit down and wait on this client, and the client didn't show up. I call back the client, tried to reach out back, no response up till this day today. The client has not reached out back. So these are some challenges in terms of the clients. Some of them will not respect your time, and these are stuff as well that makes you feel degrading as an agent and as a young agent as well. So it is what it is.
But I like the fact that you mentioned that, being at Century, you do find mentors, you do find motivators, persons who you can lean on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the teamwork, that's good. What is also commendable is that I don't know if the agents who you mentioned, Richard and Gillian, right, who are two, especially Gillian, she has been in the game for a while.
Yeah, I look up to her. I look up to both.
I don't know if they mentioned here that a lot of people don't have a sale contract within 6 months of their starting their careers. I don't know if they mentioned that to you.
Oh yeah, I have.
So that's a big deal. So big up yourself on that. Big up yourself on that.
And again, all thanks to God, because if I didn't have him in all of this, as I said, times I just don't want to continue, and I complain to him and I say, God, so and so happened, and I just don't want to do this anymore. And there goes, he made a sale for me, gave me the right set of people, and I know without the benefit of the doubt that being here is the right decision at C21 for me. So yeah, and that's what executive chairman would say. Jordan, I remember at our training, he said, and I'll never forget, he said, real estate is something that will burn you out, but you have to be strategic about how you operate in this real estate industry. So in my terms, don't let real estate burn you. You burn real estate.
Crazy. And that was said by Jordan, executive chairman?
Well, he said the real estate will burn you, but in that line, I made up that line.
Because I'm like, that was very articulate. I'm not saying that our executive chairman, Jordan, is not articulate. You know what, let's move on, because I want to keep it going. Yes. I miss the point. All right. You're in a market though that is currently heavily saturated. A lot of, like, the last time I checked the statistics, I think it was 1 billion trillion real estate agents in Jamaica alone.
Well, that's true.
Right. So what are you doing, or what are you doing as an agent to set yourself apart and to make you a brand? What are you doing?
I set myself apart from others by, of course, again, trying to think outside the box by doing things that other persons would not be doing. So delivering the best service as possible, that in a way that would be different from others, because I would do some videos, especially younger agents, because they are younger agents like me, like in their early 20s and so forth. I don't really see some of them making as much videos as how I would do. Some of them would not be engaging with other persons who would be interested in doing real estate. And also as well, what I think make me stand out as well is, of course, my ability to incorporate other aspects into my real estate, because I not only do real estate, I'm into other areas such as music, animation, and all of those stuff. So I would incorporate all of those into my real estate journey, and there would be clients as well in those fields as well who would be able to build your brand and invest in and all of those stuff. So that's what I would say. And also as well, I can't stop stressing this enough. It is important to have God in what you're doing, because that is another thing that also sets me apart. And what you would have mentioned, not everybody would be able to secure an offer, a successful offer in less than 6 months. And I'm in my 5th month in this real estate, and I started out with an open mind, and I say to God, this is something I want to do, and I really want to make my commission, I want to make my money off of this and so forth. And he made it possible. And sometimes I don't deserve the blessings, and he still gave them to me. So that's why all of these things that I do, it sets me apart from those who's in the industry.
All right. Good stuff. What I like is that I see you being very active. I do see on the social media platforms. I do see the videos that you put out. I do see at the open houses. And as they say, you don't have a listing yet, but you're actively at other person's open houses and all of that. So yeah, I think all of these things are helping you clearly because you have a listing on the table. You're getting viewings. You're getting call for viewings. So these are clearly helping you. Where do you see though yourself, like in terms of 5 years time? Because I know you're doing the law thing, right? So will real estate continue to be a forefront, or will the law eventually take over? Or how do you see your career path in 5 years?
Well, in the real estate sense, in the next few years, I see myself owning my own brokerage, still operating under C21 because I think there is still more growth to that. So I want to open my own brokerage, and also as well, I would love to be a sense of inspiration to other youth as well, because I want to mentor other youngsters in my age group, that to make them know that real estate is something that you can do. It's something that every youth can do. So I want to be a huge inspiration to other youngsters in my age group, and professionally. I see myself as also as well completing a bachelor's of law degree, and being a real estate lawyer and a business lawyer. I love criminal law as well, but it will still come in handy. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you have a practice look a law to look at criminal law here and there?
Yeah, I love criminal law.
Why you like criminals?
Yeah, well.
You just say yeah. You like criminals.
We love criminal because we have to defend and we have to. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. I like criminal law as well.
Yeah, and the cases, if it was a lot of reading, I'm telling you, some of the cases, them like will have your head hurting and all over the place.
It's disturbing, because some things a person's gone is disturbing.
Yeah, some of the cases.
And it get risky though, because you might have to hire personal security and those things depending on how deep the case is.
Yeah.
But that's good. Real estate, just your 2 cents and what you think the current market is, and do you think young person should come into the market?
Yes, but again, be very strategic about how you're doing it. If you're gonna be a new agent, like don't expect to be listing. Don't want to expect to list the high price properties. I'm listing $100 million property. I mean, as I said, I haven't listed any of those properties as yet because I take the time to grow and take time to understand how the market operates. Because I mean, it doesn't make sense for you to just start out in this industry and you're gonna look for the $200 million property them and want to sell them. Right. So my advice, take the time and grow. Understand how the market runs. It's a very competitive market. The prices are very high. And as I said, focus more on the lower parts of the market, low income earners, because when you look at the real estate market, it's mostly the working class persons. They are the ones that populate in the industry that really want somewhere to live. But because of the high price properties and so forth, I mean, they can't afford it. I saw some person on social media cursing and saying that it doesn't make sense because of this high price property. Because if you're gonna list the high price properties, those properties are mostly for investors and the elites and the high price
income earners.
Yeah, high income earners. So I mean, so there's some adjustment to that, and that's why when I get into developing, I want to focus more on the low income earners, building houses that that would benefit them and would be at a reasonable price as well. Because some of these prices, I mean, I've seen some persons commenting on social media that some of the houses them are like matches box. If you understand what that would mean.
No, so what is a matches box?
I mean, the room would be like the size of this whole unit. Okay. So I would want to focus on homes that reasonable space, reasonable prices. So I would love. I have that plan in my mind, and I really want to accomplish it.
Well, I like where your headspace is at, Kimani. I like the drive. I like the passion. Right? I like all these things. I do think you're an inspiration because 19 is such a tender age. Let's be honest. It's such a tender age. And when it is that a person can suddenly make up their mind at the age of 19 to pursue, to kind of like channel your focus into a goal or a vision, That's extremely hard to do at this age, because at this age, you know, a lot of things, you know, you're contemplating so many things, and you have locked down 2 visions that you want to pursue. You have already started your real estate journey. You're also pursuing your attorney journey, right? I want to just big you up on both journeys that you're pursuing, and we're glad for having you as part of the team.
Yeah,
part of the team Centurion.
Yeah, and the other key thing is that apart from having God, telling God your plans and all of that, I mean, you have to know what you want. And I'm a person from I was younger, I've always known what I wanted. Back at my home in my room, I have a list of goals written down on a cartridge paper with some steps, and I say that these are some stuff that I want to achieve. And most of them I would have accomplished them already. And if you know what you want, you're gonna get it. Don't expect to be lazy. Cause I mean, a lot of times when I come into office when I don't even have floor duty, and I would, say to our team that, I really want to get some clients today. I go to the open houses. I come into office when I can, and at the same time juggling school as well. Cause sometimes I would have viewings when I have school as well, and I have to still put in the work. So you have to put in the work. If you put in nothing, you'll get nothing. But if you put in something that is valuable, you're gonna get a reward that is valuable out of what you're doing. So you have to have the mindset. You have to be willing to put in the hard work to get what you want.
You guys they're from Kimani, right? Enough respect, big up yourself, right? Positive words, positive motivation, inspiration, all of these things. So big up yourself again. Before you leave though, Kimani, we have a game that we normally play with our guests. And we want to play the same game with you.
Oh, sure.
Right? You sure?
Sure.
That this game gets people very tense, you know. People get very tense, you know. What is he going to ask me? Yeah, what is he going to ask me? So it's basically a game that we call this or that. So I throw 2 options at you, and then you pick one.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You just pick one.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Ready.
You sure you're ready?
Yeah, 100%.
The first question in the normal, you know.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Mommy or daddy? I'm kidding.
No, you had me just.
But you heard him say ready, right? It's like, you ready? What's seriously, mommy or daddy? No, don't answer.
Both of them.
No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. That's not on the paper. That's not on the paper. All right. My just I try forget daddy a big up, but it's not on the paper.
But as I said though, it's no bashing any fathers out there. And I just want to make it clear, my father has been very active in my life as well. He has taught me a lot. I've learned a lot from him, not only through financially, mentally, and all of those stuff, but my father as well. He don't really have much growing up, and he didn't have to. I've never seen my father, as much as he didn't have much, he didn't go to anybody and beg them and say, oh, my child have to go to school and I don't have this and I don't have that. So yes, so one of the big things that I learned from my father is that as much as you don't have it, you have to learn how to live without. And there's a lot of stuff as well that, parents, because parents do make mistakes, fathers do make mistakes, mothers do make mistakes as well. And I've learned so much from both of my parents, and I've incorporated those into my life. So certainly mistakes that they make, I try my best not to repeat them to my children as well. So my father is present, so I just want to make that clear. And other fathers as well, I think persons should understand from father's perspective, because stuff what the mother cannot do, the father can do, and what the father can do, the mother can do as well sometimes. So I don't think persons should look down on their fathers, because father still is a major. Yeah, but because the mother, the mother birth you,
I understand.
That should carry for 9
But it come like the guilt coming out right now.
No,
like you're trying to defend, the last minute you're trying to save.
No, I had to defend like some of the fathers because they are present, So
yeah. Alright. We could get into the real questions. That's on the paper. That wasn't on the paper, by the way. Just being clear. 90s R&B or 2000s R&B?
90s R&B.
90s R&B. Wow. All right. Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Oh my gosh, I knew this question will come in, but all right. I love both of
You have to
them.
pick one.
But in terms of voice and powerful voice and sing, I'll go with Whitney Houston. But in terms of musicality and writing songs and all that, I'll go with Mariah Carey. Because, I mean, Mariah Carey is the only female, as in female singer in the world that has 90 number one hits on the Billboard Hot 100. And Whitney Houston, I believe she have about 11 number ones.
No, remember, so Whitney Houston did have one album, her first album, where I think 7 number ones come out for her first album. You know?
Yeah, she had 7.
She didn't have another album like that, though. But her first album was 7 number ones.
Yeah, but as I said, in terms of voice, Whitney Houston. But in terms of arranging music in total, I'll give that to Mariah.
Oh, fun fact, Mariah Carey is, I think they say, one of 3 singers or one of 2 singers that can hit an octave that only bats can hear.
Yeah, yes, she has a 5 octave range, and Whitney has about 3. So.
Yeah, she can,
Yeah, and the
serious.
whistle note and all of that.
Yeah, serious. Gospel or dancehall?
Gospel.
So, you know, this is like a cartel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, because I'm not a perfect Christian. Sometimes I get the temptation to listen to dancehall music with some. So I would listen to some of them. Not really dirty, but some got some dancehall.
Okay. And when you say not really dirty, that means it's dirty. Just not dirty.
Just not dirty.
All right. Ryan Mark or Kevin Downsell?
I
know it's two. I know it's 2 different types. Ryan Mark a DJ.
Yeah, and right? Kevin Downsell, you can feel the passion and the spirit.
But the 2 of them are gospel artists.
I love both of them, but
for pick one.
I think I would go with Kevin Downsell, but I love Ryan Mark. I really love Ryan Mark.
And am I doing longer than Kevin Downsell?
I've always thought of Kevin Downsell before, but
not Ryan Mark. I do it long time.
But the first Kevin Downsell song I knew was "You Make Me Stronger."
That's what I'm saying. Ryan Mark been doing it before that.
Yes, but Ryan Mark, I know him like it wasn't too long, like about 2 years now.
No man, him the ball long before that. When you finish Google him.
But I really love Ryan Mark. But Kevin Downsell, I think he has more. I don't know. You can just get emotional. You can feel something there when they sing. More vocal, more power. But Ryan Mark, I really respect DJ and all of that. But in terms of him though, like our DJ Nicholas and all that, I would say Ryan Mark. In terms of DJ, but singing, Kevin.
Alright, Shensi or Spice? And none of them people are not gospel artists.
Yeah, but I think I will go with I love Shensi and Spice, but I would say Spice, because I think she has been out in the game for so long. She has worked hard.
Queen.
And all of that. And I see it in her, and she has come a far way. So yeah.
She is one of the queens. She and Lady Son and people, one of the queens.
Yeah, but I love Shensi as well.
Alright. Switch it up now. Sitcom. All of Us are George Lopez.
All of Us.
That don't make no sense.
I love All of Us.
I like All of Us too, but that funnier than George Lopez?
Yeah, I find it funny. Well, it's not really in terms of fun, but I think the storyline kind of stood out for me.
Yeah. All of Us have a storyline, the divorced couple still raising a kid together, all of that.
And then they end up get back together, so there's a lesson in.
They end up get back together?
Yeah, they ended up getting back together. That
means someone never don't watch the series.
No, it was.
And after a while, but they just stop watching the series. Then they get back together?
Yeah, they got back together in the 4th season and they went out and they kiss up and make out and all of that. So
that is good. And that was produced by Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith and Jada.
Yeah. Angela Bassett or Taraji P. Henson?
Angela Bassett.
Taraji coming at Empire though.
Yeah.
Taraji win Oscar though.
Yeah, but Angela
coming enough crime movie though.
Yeah, but I think
Waiting to Exhale. Just beer balling.
But I really love her. Like Angela, I don't really know much about her again, but when I watch her, like she pours into her role. Taraji pours into her roles as well too,
Taraji look the role too.
Yeah.
If it's a depressing role, she look completely depressed.
Yeah, especially the movie that the Tyler Perry movie that she did. I don't remember what's the name.
She does so much Tyler Perry movie. Yeah, I'm convinced that she and Tyler Perry have like a personal contract. Cause she do like 10 of them.
Yeah, cause the last movie that she did,
the bank robbing one.
Yeah, that one that like the emotion was tense. I could feel it from it. So Yeah, but Angela, I really love Angela. She has been out in the game for years. I believe she's like
And
68 years
and she look the
old.
same.
Yeah, she look the same.
Her skin, I don't know. Angela, you need to, touch base with us. Let us know the skincare remedy that you use. Cause that, your skin is immaculate. It's immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, last question. You have to be careful. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Sit up in your chair. Sit up.
Okay.
Right? Move.
Yeah, we're ready. Okay.
Bob Marley or Michael Jackson?
Oh my God. I heard this question on the radio.
You hear this question on the radio?
I mean, this is a very difficult question. No, I have to be completely honest. But I think I would have to go with Bob Marley.
Okay.
Bob Marley, because Bob Marley, he has placed the whole of Jamaica and the worldwide map, and especially reggae music. Bob Marley is reggae music. He paved the way for a lot of, not only Jamaican, but a lot of Caribbean people. But Michael Jackson,
You know the Jamaica national anthem?
Yes.
You know the US national anthem?
Yes.
You know the world national anthem?
No.
It's One Love.
So. Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
That was voted the song of the century,
Song of the
millennium.
century, yeah.
The album, the Exodus album.
Yeah, the Exodus album.
And this was Thriller was around.
Yeah.
And I have to say nothing from Michael. We love Michael.
Yeah, Michael, he paved the way for a lot of American artists and all of that. And
Everybody worldwide.
Yeah.
People faint. Listen, me I talk about Michael right now, I need to drink some water.
Yeah, that's true. And
Michael can walk up and I say,
yeah.
People just drop down.
Yeah, he's an inspiration to a lot of person. But I think that Bob Marley, cultural icon, he's everything. He's the music, he's everything.
All right.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, that has been another episode. Thanks again, Kimani, for blessing us with your presence and blessing us with the inspiration. Right?
Yeah.
You said God and don't forget God. You said that about 1,000 times.
Yeah,
none of those will be edited out of the interview.
Don't edit them, guys. I'm sure saying don't edit them.
No edit.
Yeah, but yeah, and again, guys, if you want to accomplish something, go to God first. And when you have that plan that you have, work towards it. Don't expect, as I said, if you put in nothing, you're gonna get nothing. But if you put something valuable, you'll get something valuable. And again, don't let real estate burn you out. You burn real estate.
So it's been another episode of the C21 Jamaica podcast. Thanks to everybody. Big up the producer. Big up the viewers, the fans, the supporters, whoever it is. Right? One love.
Yeah.
It's appropriate. Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.